conference on updates on Gaganyaan mission. I extend a warm welcome to all our esteemed guests, Honorable Union Minister Shri Jitendra Singh ji. Welcome to you, sir. Dr. V. Narayanan, Chairman ISRO and Secretary Department of Space. Welcome to you, sir. As we gather here to reflect on one of the most ambitious and inspiring endeavors in India's space exploration journey, the Gaganyaan mission. It's India's first human spaceflight program. Gaganyaan marks a historic leap forward in our scientific and technological capabilities. Spearheaded by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, this mission aims to send Indian astronauts into low Earth orbit, showcasing our nation's growing prowess in space technology and reaffirming our place among the world's leading space-faring nations. I now invite Dr. V. Narayanan, Chairman ISRO, to give a brief on updates of Gaganyaan mission. Over to you, sir.
Most respected Honorable Minister of State, respected and our beloved Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, and my dear colleagues from ISRO, and very good morning to all of you. Let me formally welcome all of you for this important press meet, where it is our great privilege and honor we are having our Honorable Minister with us. Before I go through the update on the Gaganyaan program, I thought it is appropriate to introduce my senior colleagues to this press team. In fact, a couple of senior colleagues didn't come. I will mention their name a little later. Right now we are having A. Rajarajan. Please get up. A. Rajarajan. She is the chairperson of the Project Management Council for Space Transportation System, which deals with all the rocket and related technologies, and she is also the director of Satish Dhawan Space Center. Then we have got Dr. M. Shankaran. He is the chairperson of the Management Council for Space Infrastructure, dealing with all satellite systems. Also, he is the director of the UR Space Center. Then we have got Mr. Mohan. He is the director of the Crucial Liquid Propulsion System Center, which has got offices in both in Trivandrum and Bangalore. Then we have got E.S. Padma Kumar. He is the director of ISRO Inertial System Unit, which is a crucial unit supplying the inertial system for both satellites and launch vehicle program of ISRO. We have got Mr. Asif Pakiraj. He is leading the ISRO Propulsion Complex near Kanyakumari, where recently even we have a couple of tests, very important tests we have carried out. We have got D.K. Singh. He is the director of the Human Spaceflight Center. You all know the importance of that center. We have got Dr. K.V. Sriram. He is the director of the LEO. Really outstanding work is done, including laser-based systems are coming out from that center. They have supplied a lot of sensors for Chandrayaan 3 and so many programs. We have got A.K. Anil Kumar, who is leading the center by ISRO, where all the critical activities are happening in the last phase, including Chandrayaan 3, Chandrayaan 2, all the mission that is taking place. We have got Mr. M. Ganesh Pillai. He is the scientific secretary in the ISRO headquarters. We have got Mr. Dr. J. Kumar. You all know the PSLE today, success after success we are accomplishing. He is the project director of the PSLE program. We have got Subba Rao, who is the mission director of the most prestigious SPADEX program. We have got Mr. Surendran, a very able project director of the SPADEX. The entire mission is accomplished under his leadership. We have got Veeramuthuvel. He was the Chandrayaan 3, I think he has yet to reach. Okay, fine. He is the Chandrayaan 3 PD. Now he is the Space Infrastructure Program Office Director. We have got Hari Krishnan, who is the Program Director in the headquarters. Then of course we have got Raju Jaiswal, who is the face of us in Delhi. I think if Minister is happy with us, he is responsible. If Minister is not happy also, he is only responsible. Jaiswal is there. Then Anumanda Balarahi, he is handling the program office in our place. Then of course we have got Mr. Vinod handling the most prestigious project of the Gaganyaan. We have got Mr. Anrup. He is the program office program director in headquarters handling all the launch vehicle related area. Victor Joseph, I don't see has reached, and I think this is fairly the team which is there, and two senior colleagues because of very important office activity they could not reach. One is, you all know, Dr. Unirsun Nair. He is the director of the Mother Center of ISRO, the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. Also, he is the Project Management Council chairman for Gaganyaan program. Unfortunately, his daughter is very sick in the hospital, says he could not come. Otherwise, surely he was supposed to be here. Then Nilesh Desai, he is the director of Space Application Center. Very important meeting is going on. Couple of foreigners are there, say he could not come. So these are all the team ISRO. Of course, you all know me, and we all are guided by, ably guided and directed by our honorable minister. You all know about him. I need not explain about him. And of course, we are all with honorable Prime Minister. He has given the direction and guideline and the vision for the Indian space program. Thank you. Shall we go through the presentation? Based on the guidelines given by honorable minister, we have prepared a couple of slides which will showcase the. Basically, today we want to give you updates on the Gaganyaan program, the Indian human spaceflight program. That is the major target of today's press meet. And you know, the single slide we have given the accomplishment of Indian space activities. Indian space program started in the year 1962. Last 63 years we have come a long way, and currently the activities are growing exponentially. It is growing, and we have 4,017 rockets. 6 types of launches we have developed, and we had the successful 100th launch from Sriharikota this year on January 29th. And in the satellite area, 50 years back, April 19, 1975, we had the first Aryabhatta satellite launch. From that till today, different types of satellites are conceived, and 131 satellites are conceived, built and placed in the orbit, and the heaviest satellite is the GSAT-11 high throughput satellite, 6000 kg satellite. And the startup system is rolled out. There are 2 suborbital flights made by the startup companies. Now, there was a time, 10 years back, only 1 or 2 startup companies were working. Today, around 300 startup companies are working. And if you see the growth last 10 years, for example, you take the launch vehicle. 2005 to 2015, we had 30 launches, and last 10 years, it is doubled, number is doubled. That shows the exponential growth. In the area of satellite, 2005 to 15, it was 36 satellites which were built and placed in the orbit. Now we are targeting next 10 years, it is somewhere around 71 numbers, almost double number. And that shows the phenomenal growth. And in addition to that, a country which started the satellite program just 50 years back, and launch vehicle, first launcher was launched only in the year 1980. 433 satellites of 34 countries we have placed in the orbit successfully. And 9 places India has occupied the #1 position in the world. Chandrayaan-1 found water molecules. Chandrayaan-2 is having the best camera in the moon. Mars orbiter mission, first mission which was successfully accomplished in the first attempt by India in the world. And Chandrayaan-3, you all know, August 23rd, 2023 is historical day. We soft landed. India is the only country soft landed near South Pole of Moon. And we have discovered lot of things through that. And India is the first country which placed more than 100 satellites, 104 satellites through a single rocket in space. Before that, the record was only 37 satellites were placed through a single rocket by Russia. And right now, America has broken the record, but then we were holding that record of more than 100 for so many years. And the technology, cryogenic technology, which was denied to India, we have built 3 cryogenic propulsion systems, and in the Mark 3 cryogenic propulsion system, we have made 3 world records. Only with 3 engines, we have completed the first mission successfully, and only with 28 months from engine test to flight, we have done the successful mission, and other countries have taken average minimum 34 months to 10 years people have taken. And a stage level test we accomplished in 28 months. Stage hot test we did in 34 days, and we had made the 3rd world record, and other countries have taken 68 days to 10 months. That is the thing what people are taken. With that, under the honorable leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, today the space sector is growing exponentially high, and he has rolled out the space sector reform, which I will not address. Honorable Minister will address to you in detail. And today really the country is growing in the space activities in a great level. Go to this slide. Coming to this one, I am so happy and excited that Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji on August 15, 2018 announced the Indian Human Spaceflight Program, Gaganyaan program. I think the words are so excellent words. I quote, an Indian son or daughter will go to space with the national flag in hand, I unquote. This is what he declared on August 15, 2018. And the Gaganyaan program, you all know, it is meant to demonstrate human spaceflight capability to low Earth orbit, taking Indians through Indian launcher to low Earth orbit and bring them back safely. 2 or 3 numbers it can be decided in due course. And the LVM-3 vehicle is selected for this, and it will be human rated. That vehicle will take it to almost 170 kilometers. The entire module where human being, along with human being, from 170 kilometers it will be taken to 400 kilometer orbit by appropriate systems. From there, after keeping them safely for a couple of days as per the requirements, they will be brought back safely. Up to 170 kilometers, a propulsion system will be used. Beyond that, 9 parachutes will be used for splashing down in the appropriate location in the sea. And when you see the societal benefit, lot of societal benefits are there. It acts as a catalyst and facilitator for encouraging innovation in Bharat. World-class industries capability producing zero defect products will happen. Lot of microgravity experiments will happen. Commercial space exploration is one of the important things. And of course, lot of technology spin-offs, whatever is coming will be useful in other part of the societal application. Coming to the Gaganyaan program, lot of major developments here to make human rating of the launch vehicle. Human rating means in simple terms, improve the margin, increase the redundancies in order to ensure high reliability of the vehicle. So Mark III vehicle is undergoing that process. And the vehicle we have to have integrated health monitoring system, real-time health monitoring, so there are 2000 parameters, synchronized way we monitor to take appropriate action. And there is an orbital model which has to be developed in which the human being will be taken safely to the orbit. There is a crew escape system which has to be developed, because whenever during the flight anything happens to the vehicle, we should save our human being, and for that a crew escape system has to be developed. Then there is a environmental control and safety system. In order to maintain the required pressure, temperature, humidity, CO2 content, everything, this system is a new system, consists of thousands of components we have to develop. Parachutes, last phase the parachutes that they have to land, 9 parachutes have to be developed. And the crew total training, because earlier we are dealing only with hardware, now hardware with human interface has to be done. And the crew training and simulation is important activity. Lot of crew-centric products has to be developed. And thermal protection system, when the system comes back, it is subjected to huge heat flux, so thermal protection system. Then we should save the entire system from micrometeoroids, and we have to have protection. And overall mission management, starting from lift-off, taking them safely and keeping them safely and coming back. This is a very complex thing, a set of hardware, software, everything has to work in a very synchronized way, and this has to be developed. I want to tell something, the software is more than 10 lakh line software, which has to be worked in a multiple direction, it has to be developed. And finally, when the crew lands, they have to be safely recovered. Crew recovery operation using a set of systems has to be done. This is not only ISRO program, it is a national program involving defense, DRDO labs and other labs. It is a national program by itself. Coming to the major accomplishments, you can see this slide shows the major accomplishments what is done. Human rating of the entire propulsion system and other systems are 95% complete. Something around 7,200 tests are completed. Hot test, cold flow test, structural test, acoustic test, environmental test, electronics related aspect. 7,200 tests were successfully completed. there are 5 propulsion modules. There is a solid motor, 2 solid motor, there is a liquid stage, yellow stage, there is a cryogenic propulsion system, there is a system taking the people from 170 kilometer to 400 kilometer, and another propulsion system for bringing them from 400 to 170 kilometer down. All the propulsion systems. And in the crew escape system, the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center along with Sri Harikota's developed the fast burning solid propulsion system. Everything is successfully tested, qualified. And IASU has developed a biomitra, a half humanoid for sending the first mission. That is also undergoing all the final phase of test, maybe couple of days test has to be done, then they will deliver the system, and Padma Kumar probably later on can talk to him. Coming to the accomplishments, we have built a new rocket called test vehicle, because the crew escape system, what will happen is when the flight is going at different phases, anything happens, you have to save them. So simulating that condition, we have to do, so a separate explosive liquid-based vehicle was developed, and we have carried out an important experiment, and some more experiment has to be carried out. Now for demonstrating parachute at deployment, we are developing a vehicle called SAL. This vehicle is a solid propellant based vehicle, and vehicle design is completed. Within 1 month vehicle will be ready, and we are going to do a couple of tests. And environmental control and safety system, you have to maintain cabin pressure within 98 to 116 kPa, humidity 60 to 70%, temperature 23 plus minus 3 degree, and personal hygienic management has to be maintained. And it's a very complex development. For the first time we have undertaken this development. I want to say 90% development is completed. We are in the final phase of qualification. Orbital module, it is a pressurized cabin. There are 2 modules, there is a service module and a crew module. This is a very new development. Hardware realization is a very complex process. I think our team has done outstanding work. Couple of photos are shown there, and we are in the final phase of qualification. There are human-centric products like flight suit, space suit, crew seat, and I have put very few things. Lot more are there. Everything is in the advanced stage of development. And to accomplish this type of new mission, we have to build a lot of new infrastructure. You can see there is an orbit module preparation facility. You will get the opportunity to see in the Sri Harikota in the appropriate time. Launch pad interfaces, crew evacuation system, and Gaganyaan control center. Yes, when they are in the orbit, 24/7 we have to handle, and the control system has to be, control center has to handle. That development is almost in the final phase of completion. And we have selected 4 Gaganyaan 3s. Basically, they are test pilots from Indian Air Force. They were selected. The selection process itself is I think Honorable Prime Minister is the best person who can appreciate this. Yes, he is by profession is a doctor. So many tests they have undergone. They are selected, and they have been put through the required training both in abroad and India, and they are undergoing the final phase of training. And Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji announced them on February 27, 2024. I think their names are written there. Coming to the Gaganyaan mission, we have to accomplish 3 uncrewed missions before targeting the actual crewed mission. Because here the life is involved, that's why we have 3 uncrewed missions. In the expendable launch vehicle, rather, we go directly for the first flight itself. And then followed by, after 3 uncrewed missions, in the first uncrewed mission, the Vayamitra will fly instead of human being, and followed by the 2 crewed missions that is targeted. Now, first uncrewed mission is targeted the last quarter of this year, and the first crewed mission is targeted first quarter of 2027. Coming to the status of the first uncrewed mission, in fact, I want to tell last 5 years, thousands of people throughout the country has worked for this program. And I have put in 2 slides, very difficult to communicate, but what you are seeing is a work of 10,000 people for 4 to 5 years in one slide rather, 2 slides, only 1 slide, it is written. All propulsive stages are ready today. Stacking of the solid propulsion system is happening in Sri Harikota. Directly you can, when you come, you will get the opportunity to see the stacking. All structures are qualified, and crew module and service modules are realized. It is undergoing the final phase of integration and testing. Mechanical and electrical integration, 1,000 kilometers of wires have to be connected, connecting all the system. Everything is done, and it is undergoing the final phase of testing. And right now the integration is in the final phase. meticulous work is going on, very systematic work is going on in all centers of ISRO, and we are targeting this launch the last quarter of 2025. Now coming to the Honorable Prime Minister, a visionary leader who has given the guideline for building the Bharatiya Antariksh Station. We will have our own space station by 2035. The first module government of India has given the approval. It is a 5-module construction and 52-ton mass. You know, with the current vehicles, we cannot take it in a single rocket, nobody will take. Multiple modules will be taken and it will be docked in space. And the first module will be in space by 2028. As a precursor mission, we have got approval for 3 missions. Honorable Minister was totally with us in guiding us, directing us to get these approvals. And first is a space docking to existing the space station ISS. We are going to have a space docking experiment. Then we will send the first module of this 5 module by 2028. Then we will have an experiment with the first module. Once we succeed, we will complete the go ahead, get the approval and complete the entire space station. And you know, for this, the docking is a very, very important thing, because you place one module, second module, if it is not getting docked, you are into trouble. So towards that, I am extremely happy to note that, inform this August audience that we have taken up a spacecraft docking experiment called SpaceX experiment. On 30th December, you all know, you were with us under tense movement. We placed 2 SpaceX satellites along with 24 poem payloads in the orbit. And today I am extremely happy to report that all the 24 poem payloads have perfectly worked and given the result. And these 2 satellites were rotating at a speed of 28,400 km per hour in space. 28,400 km per hour with relative velocity, of course, less. And this has to be brought together and docked. You can imagine in Delhi road, assume 2 cars are traveling with 100 km per hour speed, and both have to soft way, you have to synchronized way, you have to dock. What type of difficulty probably you can visualize. Here 28,400 km per hour spacecraft is rotating, and using a set of hardware, software, cameras. I am extremely happy to report that January 16th we successfully docked, and March 13th we undocked, and India became one among 4 countries demonstrating this important technology. Also, the second docking was done on 20th April. Second docking was done like a child play. First docking we took a lot of time. Second docking like a child play, the team really executed. Probably later you can discuss with URO Satellite Center Director Sankaran. He was full time there along with the team. Of course, we were all there, but he was full time there. You can talk to him. And I want to tell you one thing. We accounted 10 kg propellant for this purpose. Today, with 5 kg of propellant, entire mission objective is completed, and we are left out with 5 more kg, and we are going to do lot of experiment in the future. One important thing what we have done, originally what we planned was a circumnavigation. One satellite is rotating, second satellite going around and monitoring. And this will be used for multiple purposes, including propellant transfer, including repair of one satellite, and strategic applications. This will be useful. This is successfully demonstrated. It's a really an outstanding work done by Indian team. Current status of the SpaceX satellites, as I told, 50% propellant is left out. And we are meticulously planning lot of experiments. Maybe another 6 months we are going to do experiment and accumulate wealth of data. And behind the success, you should know so much theoretical and experimental studies are done. In eyesight, Bangalore, there is an experimental setup, a simulation setup is made. I want to tell more than thousands of simulations we have carried out before doing actual attempts, and that has yielded outstanding results. And with that, I can say, in simple terms, the entire SpaceX objectives met with 50% of the cost. Remaining is available. We will meticulously plan lot of experiments. This docking experiment is going to be used for multiple places. You all know about Chandrayaan 4. Honorable Minister very nicely explained in the Parliament House and multiple places. Chandrayaan 3 is a soft landing. The satellite was around 4,000 kg. Here it is 9,600 kg is the satellite. We are going to lift to 2 of our vehicles. And after taking, we have to dock. then it has to go to moon, and something has to get undocked. We have to land on the moon, take sample, come back. It is a basically sample return mission. Come back, get docked, and come. Basically, there will be 2 undocking and 3 dockings are involved. And for this, whatever we have developed, this crucial technology is a mandate requirement that is going to be useful. Building the space station, when you are talking about 5 modules, the docking and somebody going and getting docked and undocked, I think this technology is going to yield result. And of course, Honorable Prime Minister has also given a direction to study for taking man to moon and put them safely by 2040 and bring them back safely. For that, also this experiment is going to be useful. Thereby, I want to summarize the SpaceX experiment is a grand successful experiment. Unfortunately, we could not get all of you. That is one of the reasons you are all here today. And I wanted Honorable Minister also along with us to celebrate. And today, we want to declare it is 100% perfect, successful mission. And we are having 50% propellant. Coming to next aspect, the Indians to space. You know, we are talking about, when we talk about the Gaganyaan program, basically the interfacing human being along with the hardware and software. And one thing what happened in the past, 1984, was a historical year. And the wing commander, Rajesh Sharma, I think his name is known to all of you. He was sent to space by Government of India for a week, 3 to 11, he was there. And today, I am extremely happy he is with us, sharing his entire experience involved in the review process. Thereby, his expertise, whatever Government of India spent money, the entire expertise is useful for our Gaganyaan program. Coming to the next one, our Honorable Prime Minister, really, I think we cannot praise him, but then we have to really appreciate and really we have to salute his country, his thinking. Joint ISRO NASA effort to International Space Station, this is his vision and idea. And thereby, an announcement was made by Honorable Prime Minister in June 2023. One of our Gaganyaan will go to first time International Space Station. And this is going to happen. In fact, we selected 2 Gaganyaan. Both were put through the training. One person, Captain Shukla, is likely to be the prime crew, and the standby mode, BB Nair, crew captain BB Nair is kept as the standby person. And this mission is going to be done by first week of June. Once the date is announced, the Honorable Minister will inform all of you the exact date. And right now the date is not fixed. It will happen in the first week of June this year. And they are going to do some 10 experiments. And experiments today we need not dwell much. Can you go to the next slide? These are all the experiments they are going to do. There will be biological experiments, there will be STEM experiments, there will be some science experiments. There are 9 experiments what is scheduled. Basically, this program is going to give confidence for the Gaganyaan. They will get experience how to handle the situation, how to work with others, how to really undergo proper training, how to carry out experiments. And this also is going to feed for our Gaganyaan program. The key is Indian Human Spaceflight Program announced by Honorable Prime Minister. So the entire thing is going to feed towards that. And dear friends, India is emerging as a partner in global space exploration. And today we are gradually becoming world leadership role in the space program. And I am extremely happy to announce along with the Honorable Minister, we are hosting the Global Space Exploration Conference, GLGX 2025, for the first time in the world. And that is going to happen in the same city, New Delhi. Starting from tomorrow, 3 days, this conference is going to happen. And India, a rising partner in global space exploration. Honorable Prime Minister has given the necessary approvals to conduct this conference. And this is jointly organized by IAF, International Astronautical Federation, ISRO, a key host, and ASI as a co-host. And about IAF, it was founded in 1951. There are 407 members from 71 countries involved in the game. About ISRO, you all know, we are the premier organization carrying out the space research. Of course, now Honorable Prime Minister has rolled out the space sector reform. Startup companies are also coming inside. About Astronautical Society of India, it is founded in 1990 to foster the development of astronautics in the country. All the 3 together, we are organizing this conference. And IAF conducts annual global conference under various themes. And this year theme of this conference is reaching new worlds, a space exploration renaissance is the theme which is going to happen in New Delhi in Yoshobhumi Convention Center, Dwaraka. I think I request all of you to participate in tomorrow's inaugural function where Honorable Minister will be there and the inaugural function will happen. And there are 1275 abstracts from 57 countries we have received. This is the highest abstract ever received in this type of conference. There are 822 abstracts from India, 562 abstracts from students, 453 abstracts from other countries, almost 35%. 453 is a huge number. Let me thank the organizing committee, chairman, co-chairman, the entire team. Something around 1,800 to 2,000 participants are going to participate. Very important thing is we have given opportunity to participate. Almost 550 students are going to participate because it is our responsibility to inculcate scientific temper in this country for making this country as a developed country. That is one of the objectives we have set. And it is going to be a 3-day program. First day there will be inaugural function tomorrow, and with very interesting plenary talks. Second day there are plenary talks. Third day there are highlights of a lot of lectures are going to be there. There will be interacting, including interaction with some of the astronauts, international astronauts. This is a very key thing. Say, we are always keeping in mind the Gaganyaan program success in the first attempt. Towards that, this is also scheduled. We have brought something around 10 astronauts from different parts of the country. There will be interaction meetings. This also will feed for our Gaganyaan program. And I think all the names are there. You will get the opportunity to interact with them. And to summarize, the landing towards Gaganyaan program, of course, we have got grip on the hardware through the development of the launcher, through the development of satellites, through the build of the ground infrastructure, and the human-rated launch vehicle is getting developed, RCC module is getting developed. For all this development, along with that, the human interface is involved. For this, there will be data feeding from the Wing Commander Rajesh Sharma, his program, and AX4 mission, what is scheduled in the first week of June, that is going to feed. The interaction with astronauts like this in these conferences are going to feed the data. And ISRO is a teamwork. You all know 20,000 employees in Department of Space and industrial partners. Something around 20,000 people are at least working in the industries. And academia is a teamwork. It is very difficult to isolate somebody that he has done or she has done. But I have just projected all the directors of the centers. I think a couple of the people are here, 2 people are not here. So their photographs are just flashed for your reference. And next, we are, the department, Honorable Prime Minister is the minister for us. To be frank, we are getting so much excited technical guidance from him, outstanding managerial support, and the vision we are getting from Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. And under his leadership, last 10 years, you have seen the numbers in launcher or in satellites. Exponential growth is happening. Space sector reform is rolled out under his leadership. Not only that, the human spaceflight program is announced by him, and we are working towards that. And Honorable Minister Gaganyaan Singh ji, a great person, he is with us today, and always, weekly basis, he reviews and gives enough guidance, enough motivation, enough support. In the difficult phase as well as happy phase, he is with us. Sir, I have to thank on behalf of my entire team. Let us give a big hand to Honorable Minister and the Secretary for your outstanding support. Yes, whenever success, we know you will be there. Whenever there are difficult phases, you are with us like our own brother. So let me salute you on this occasion. With that, I want to tell, to summarize, last year we have done outstanding work. This year, January 6th, we have rolled out the Aditya L1 data to the scientific community. 5 terabit data is rolled out. January 16th, we had done the docking. January 16th is another important day. Honorable Government of India gave approval for building the 3rd launch pad. 4,000 crore approval was given to us. January 29th is a historical day. The 100th launch was made perfectly successful, and golden letters we have written in Indian history. The 100th ISRO launch was successful. And space docking experiment is made perfectly successful. Behind that, so many people have worked, and thousands of hours, sleepless nights have gone. With that, let me once again thank Honorable Prime Minister for his outstanding guidance and vision, and the Honorable Minister for his support and direction and togetherness whenever we are in the happy occasion as well as when we are in the difficult phase. Thank you. Jai Hind.